Now let us look at safety rules and precautions for various activities. Safety rules and precautions for various activities. So what are these safety rules and precautions for various activities? Mitemo yatinofanirwa kuita adopt, precautions atinofanirwa kuita for various activities. Number 1, listen up. What are we talking about? Your teacher knows how to keep you safe. Listening to their instructions is important. So listen up, we are talking about listening to the teacher's instructions. So listening to the teacher or a coach's instructions. Saka chekutanga, before we even get into the activities, chekutanga kuteerera zvamunodzidziswa nematichers enyu. Look at this madam, and she's writing certain instructions on this whiteboard. Then we have the class of boys and girls who are listening to their teacher, or if you are in a field, you are listening to your instructor. That is very important. So you have to listen. Number 2, warm up wonders. So you have to warm up. We stretch and do light exercises before running or playing games to avoid getting hurt. Saka a warm up, it is stretching or doing light exercises, but it should be before running or playing to avoid getting it. So warm-ups are done before a physical activity or just an activity to avoid getting hurt or to avoid harm. Warm-up includes stretching and light activities. So stretching and light activities. And Erika? Saka mauma punomasiva, if you have played any sport, be it football, netball, basketball, volleyball, you know ma warm up. And the light stretching you do, the light activities, like what these boys and girls are doing here. They are warming up. So before you do your activity, you have to warm up. And the reason for warming up is to avoid injuries like cramps, you understand? And other injuries which you can have if your body is not ready for the rigorous physical activity. So it's important to warm up. Number 3, we are looking at what is called tool time, or we are simply looking at the usage or the using of tools. As you can see, athletics practicing using cones. So the physical activity which these two boys are involved in is running, athletics. But they are practicing using cones, and these cones are the equipment or tools. We should use physical education equipment properly. So we are looking at the proper use of physical education material. If we are throwing a ball, we should learn how to catch it safely. saka kana chikanda bhora ziva kuti unorigama sei safely kuti risakutema kumeso kana pamwe panogona kuti hatukuvare. If we are using cones, we do not kick them like soccer balls. If something is broken, tell your teacher straight away. So we should learn to use equipment properly. We should learn to use physical education equipment properly. Mapaona, that is what we should learn. And we are told different ways of using it properly. Like panapa parikunzi, if we are using cones, we do not kick them like soccer balls. Saka, we have to go back to our first safety rule, which is listening to the teacher or instructor or the coach. They are the ones who are going to tell us how to use physical equipment properly. So the teacher or a coach tells us how to use equipment properly. Saka kuterera maticha edu ndo anotiudza toshandisa sei. Okay. Then from here, let us go to number 4, which is what are called space rules. So what are we learning about Pama space rules? In physical education, look around and make sure you have enough space to run, jump, or play. Avoid an accidental bumps or collisions. Saka, always make sure. So you have to always make sure that you have enough space. And this enough space to run and jump, so that you avoid collisions. Saka ari kunzi ma-collisions kuroverana. Zvirongotaurwa kuti always make sure funga kutarisa ku-right, ku-left nekuma-sides kwese kuti you have enough space to do your physical activity, so that you do not bump into each other or you don't collide into each other. Because mukaroverana munogona kukwadzana. That is what this safety rule is telling us. Space rules, safety rule number 4. Let us go to number 5. Number 5 is about clean hands, which also talks about clean space. So clean hands and clean space. When we are done with art, we clean up our supplies and wash our hands. It is like cleaning up after a fun picnic. So after doing art, maybe we were painting, like what these learners are doing. They were actually painting. You can see the different canvases here. So after doing arts or just art, we have to wash our hands and wash our equipment. So the equipment we use for art, doma brush, paint, and you can also see that this girl and boy, they're actually wearing these vests which they use during art, so that our subisembe dzavo. So that is also something you should keep in mind.